Hey guys, Terry the UniGeezer here with a tutorial for you on how to put your 36er street unicycle into Muni mode. We'll go over the brakes, the saddle, tire pressure, cranks, and pedals, plus some riding footage at the end. Let's get started. Okay, let's start with the cranks. For 36er Muni, I recommend longer cranks in the 140 to 165 millimeter range, depending on how technical the terrain is. I like 150s for smoother single track with moderate technical sections. 165s are great for the most technical terrain and also for steep climbs and downhills, which will give you added control and leverage. Brakes are also very important for big wheel Muni, since 36ers are much heavier and take a lot longer to stop than smaller wheels, even when using a brake. With a properly fitted and well-adjusted brake, you'll be able to control your descent, which will also allow you to ride downhills faster than with back pressure alone. Tire pressure is a really important factor for riding, both on and off-road. I recommend going by feel rather than a specific number on your gauge. For 36er Muni, the optimum pressure will give you some noticeable tire compression when you're on the Uni, but too little PSI could cause you to bottom out on the rim if you do a drop. The right PSI will make it easier to navigate over rocks, roots, and uneven terrain. Saddle height is also crucial, and it's not unusual to raise or lower the saddle on the trail depending on what you're doing. For this reason, I suggest getting a quick release clamp for changing seat height on the fly. For climbing, you'll want to raise the saddle so that your legs will have close to full extension, but not so high that your legs will lock out at the bottom of the stroke. And for the steepest climbs, you'll likely be out of the saddle, in which case it should be low enough so that it won't get in your way. For downhill, I also like to have the saddle lower, which allows more space between the saddle and your crotch, so in case of a bail, you'll be able to get off the Uni easier. And lastly, for pedals, I recommend either aluminum or magnesium for weight savings, and steel traction pins for the best grip. I like these Speedplay Drilliums for the extra large foot area, and they really take a beating. And that about wraps it up. Let's ride. It's steep. Damn, just busted the brake. She busted.